Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Data for All, where SQL and data are made simple. Today's topic, let's talk about wildcards in SQL. You might have heard what is wildcard in your day-to-day life in SQL environment, right? The wildcard is also commonly used in Excel formulas, if you're familiar with those. So there are various wildcards that are useful in SQL. However, I'm not going to talk about all of them. The commonly used wildcard is you might have seen this percent look like a symbol, which is wildcard in SQL. So let me show you how this is helpful, or what is this, how it is being used, right? So that's the thing I'm going to talk about. So let's look into the data on this employee table that I have executed this. So I have this many records, 8 records in this employee table. So I'm going to use the wildcard this operator, right? So which is how do I use that? So wildcards are pretty much used in filter condition majority of the time. So I want to retrieve all the records from the employee table where let's say you want to filter, you don't know all the details of the column you want to filter, but you might know the person's first or maybe the last name, couple letters. Okay, so let's go about the last name. Let's look into the last name. Excuse me. Let's do last name like, and that's where the percent look like symbol is going to be used, and which is the wildcard I'm going to show you. Okay, so for example, we know that the person's last name starts with some alphabets, but we do not know the full spelling or full last name, right? So that's what we're trying to retrieve here. So I'm saying last name like, I'm gonna do, you gotta put the single quotes because it's a string. So you have to put, anytime you're doing a string character, you have to put within the code, and the like operator always needs the single quotes. So now first name like, so you know the first beginning letters. So for example, you know first letter is J. Okay, let's say you know the first letter is J for the last name that we're looking for. And let me look into the last name. Do we have J? Yeah, there's a J here. And maybe you also let's do just the first letter J, and that's where this operator comes in handy, which is the wildcard operator. Okay, percent look like symbol. So what I'm saying is, give me everything from the employee table where the last name like starts with, first letter starts with J, but I don't know the remaining letters. Okay, so give me everything that matches this. That's what this operator is doing. So this is filling that placeholder. Okay, that's unknown. I don't know the rest of it. All I know is first letter. Okay, I want to see everything. Their last name starts with J. So let's execute this one and see what we get. So we have filtered the last name start with J, and there is only one last name in that employee table, giving me Johnson as the last name. So J, that's the first one. So we don't know the rest. That's what this means, and that is exactly what is doing. So let's just run this again. See a couple other examples. So let's say I want to do um, first name. Okay, let's do first name, or anything, maybe department or maybe email. You can do anything. Okay, any columns, and you can even do multiples. Okay, I'm going to just focus on one, so you guys understand this wildcard, which is a person look like a symbol. So first name, right? So let's bring the first name like, and you can also do, let's say I know for example, let me see. Okay, let's put R. Okay, I know there is R in the first name, and I don't know, there might be other characters before, so I'm going to put that percent sign in before and after. So what I'm saying is, give me the first name whose first name have the alphabet R, but I do not know the other characters before and after. That's what pretty much it's doing. So let's run that now. There you go. So we are working on the first name, right? Filtering the first name. Let's look into Sarah has R, and then there is a SA before and AH after that is filling this. And Chris also has R, Laura also has R. So it is filtering me all the first name that has R in their first name. And so this is how you can do it. So you can either place before, after, or maybe together, just like what I have shown. You can use on any columns you want. Maybe sometime it's very handy when you want to retrieve email. You don't know the full email address, but you know the certain letters of their name. You may not know their first and last name. You may not know other information, but you know their email. So you might want to filter them, right? So this is very helpful wildcard and majorly used. There are other wildcards. Maybe I'll discuss about them in my later videos. But this is what I want to talk about in this short video. So hopefully this helps. Thank you for watching again, and I appreciate your time. And have a great day.